Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make some of these travel tags, shipping tags, whatever you call them. They are blank tags, and I got the idea from Crafty by Tony. She'd done some, and she reminded me that I had these, I think they're tailor-made stamps, and I'd got them and I kind of thought I would use the wording, but I never ever thought that I would use this part, and that's where she used these. These might not be the exact same as hers, I don't know, but I've got those. I've also got some tracker tags, which is sort of like reading lists and stuff I've used bits of. I've also got these, which has nothing to do with shipping tags, but I love them. And it's like, stamping is cheaper than therapy. It's all about stamping. Lost husband, dog and rubber stamps, reward for rubber stamps. A messy house is the sign of a happy stamper. And I think what I might do is I might put some of them on there. I've also got this set of stamps, which is kind of similar. It's got these little bits on, like bits of trackers, but it's got lots of numbers that I can use on there. Just use an A4 piece of card. I have got cream card. I've got an abundance of cream card, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to do some white ones. So this is just under 11 3/4 by 8 1/4. Now if you're in America and you've got the American size, I think it's a little bit deeper that way and a little bit shorter that way. There's not much difference, but anyway, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to do 3-inch tags, so I can get 1 2 3. I can't get, but I can get like a smaller one, so I can get a, I think it'll be wider than that, yep, which I'm quite happy about. And I will do, now it's 8 1/4, so if I do 5, that leaves me 3 1/4, but if I do 5 1/4, that leaves me 3 there, so I can get 3 5, I can get about 6 tags. So I'm just going to cut that up and then I'll measure them. Right, so I've cut this up. So that one's 5 1/2 and that one's 5 1/4 in length, and they're both by 3 inches. So they're 3-inch tags. That one's the little short one at the end, and that's just under 2 3/4, and these are 3-inch tags by 5 1/4. And I've got this little bit left, which I can still make it into a little tag. We'll start with this one first. So, and what I have got is I've got some of these that I want to put on there, because, and these come with this. I got this from AliExpress, and it's Gogo Crafts, and she is on YouTube, so it's just YouTube Gogo Crafts, and they've got all the, what you get is you get the whale tail dies, so you get that size, you get that size, and you get 3 of the little ones, and you get, I don't think you get that, but you get 4 of these, and that's what I've used for that. And they come in this little pouch as well, so I've kept them together. Now and again other things get popped in there, like that one, but so I want to put that on there. So what I'll do first is I'll put that on, and all I've done is I've die cut them out of some dark red card. It could be dark red paper, it doesn't really matter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down. Now I am going to use my VersaFine Clays Nocturne. First of all, I'm going to position this where I want it, and this one fits on there. I'm going to pull this a bit further down and straighten it up, otherwise I'll have a wonky line. And I quite like this inker. Sometimes I use stays on, it depends what I'm going to do. So what I'm doing is I'm putting that marker and guessing it up against the middle of the little tab thing that I've just put on. And there we are. And then just wipe that off. And should we have the line up there? I think we can put that one on. I'm going to stand up because I'm going to use the lines on the back of the stamp block. And what I want to do is I want to match that line with that, and I'm putting it up a little bit. I think I've got that a little bit wonky. I have. Ew. Wouldn't be like me to get something wonky. And what else have we got? This one. No. I think we might go for one of these actually. Yeah, I'm going to go for the ragged one. You won't see the ragged bits. So I'm going to pull it down. I'm actually going to do it so that line goes on there. Will that fit on there? Yep. So I want that line on the bottom, and I want the side lines kind of measuring up. There we are. That'll do nicely. And we'll just wipe that up. So we've got that one. So we'll put that to one side. We'll go for the thinner one. And I'll put this one. This one's not got a hole in, but I can use my crocodile to put a hole in, which is fine. And that looks about middle. In fact, what we'll do is we'll go with this one. I don't know whether that's the middle or not. That'll do. So that was just a Fisker's punch. And I don't think we'll do that one. I think what we might do is we might use some of these. Let me see how far these go. See, I'm not sure if I want the raggy bits on. Yeah. So we'll do that. It just fits on and no more. So I'm not gonna stamp the raggy bits. going to try and get it as straight as possible. And you can use your cutting mat board, you know, because it's got lines on and you can match it up. And if I was being good, I would do that too, but I'm not being good. Okay. And we'll put that on there. Put that on there. Well, let me have a look at this, because I could put that one on. We could have a square block in the middle, and then in fact what I might do is I'll match them up. This is sometimes easier to do, so if you match your stamps up like that. Do we want a line? We want a bit of a line there, about the same as that. There we are, and then I'll use my bigger stamp block, and I can do them both together. So just make sure the lines at the sides run equal to the sides of the tags. And there we are. So there we have another one. Okay, just pop that back on there. Put that one up there because I'm okay, so we'll bring another one in, and so one with a hole I've picked up first, so that's going on. I think that's a bit off center. Oops, that'll do. And do we want that one first, then that one, or do we want one of these? Let me have a look at this. I think these are all done for like identity cards and things like that. So if we put that one first, then that one up against there. And just lining up the lines. Yeah, because you can put a photograph in that. I've seen, might have been Tony do it, it might not. And then just up and down, wipe that, take that one off. We could, no. What I might do is I might put that one in there. I think we'll do that. So I'm gonna put that one up there. Just gonna straighten it up. I'm gonna plug my microphone in because I am aware that it's not in. Sorry if I've been quiet, because I've got my head down. I don't need to stamp all that stamp, just the bit that's going on there. So I'm just putting that line on there, and there we are. So there we've got a different one again. And if you if you get one that you really like, do the same on all of them. It doesn't matter. It's your tags. You do what you want. Okay. We've got a non-holy one again, but I'll put the holes in after, I think. Got that. Got a little bit of glue on there, but never mind. Quite like that. I'm not over keen on that, so I'm going to try not to ink that bit. And it's another way of using your stamps, just getting to. So I want all that, and I want all that. So what I've done is I've not inked that bit, and yeah, it's kind of easy for me. I've been stamping for years, and I still get things wrong, so and it looks a bit wonky, but who cares? And do I want that one there? I think I want that one up the way. So that there, and there we are. And they look kind of weird at the moment, but when you start putting the numbers in and little bits of text and stuff like that, they look quite good. What's that? We'll turn that over. And we'll stick another one of these on. The only reason I'm putting these on now is so that I can kind of guide where my stamps are going. That's the only reason. Otherwise I would have stuck them on a bit later. So I think we'll have that one up there. And again, I'm not going to stamp the bottom part. I've just got the, just trying to make sure that it's in the middle. And then I'm going to do that again. I'm going to try and get that in the middle there and there, so it adds up and matches. And this one will have there, so I want that. We're stamping all of this. And I'm just going to put this down at the bottom, and I'm just leveling it up with the bottom of the, can't, because I've stamped it wonky, so it is slightly wonky, just come off the printer wonky. And I think going to stamp that there. And this one I'm going to put the way like that, because there's nothing to say that it can't go that way. And can I fit that one on again? Yep. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to match these lines up, this line and this line. Don't know whether I'll do it, but if I do, well and good, perfect. And that's no good. No, we'll not put that one on there. What will we put on there? Got that. It's not quite big enough. Right, I'm going to try this. So what I want is, I just want these two lines and this line up here. We'll see if we can get it. Right, so I'm a bit over, and I've done a bit too much ink on there. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking it off. And I'm just taking that off there. There we are, perfect. And we'll stick a sticky on that because I didn't do it. I've got faded jeans and I've got bandeau, so we'll try that on one of them. And this is how I do this. So that number's just a bit too big. But what I do want is, I want a number up here, like that in red. So I'm going to put this on my small stamp block. Do it in bandeau. This might be a bit too bright, but I don't think so. And no, I'm going to put it on this side. And we want one at the bottom, and that's going to go over the lines. But I think what I'll do is I'll put it on there where I kind of never matched the lines up properly, and it'll hide that. There we are. So we'll put that over to one side, and we'll get our next one. And I want this number, or do I want a different number? I think we'll have a different number. And I think we'll do it in blue this time. Don't know whether this is the right blue, but we'll see. I'll put that in there. Perfect. And that's faded jeans. And again, I'm going to put that there. Put that number back on. And we'll get the next stamp. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a number on all of them at the top. So we've got that one and that one I've used. I've got this one, which is kind of a canny little one. So I'll put this one on that side, I think. There we are. Because they don't have to be the same. Do that. And I think I'll use the blue again. And we'll do this side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do at the bottom. Here we are. Something slightly different. We'll put that number back because I've spotted another one. It's a little bit small. I think we'll use this one. Okay, and we'll go blue again. And again we'll go on this side and at the bottom. So they're like dry cleaner ticket type thing. And we'll put the number there. And on there. Okay, so that's that. So we've got the numbers on. Well, so now we're going to start doing some scribbly bits. What I call scribbly bits. And we've got now this is details, celebration together, love this, unforgettable. So details we can use destination, and location, says the nitty gritty. We'll just work with those for now, and what we'll do is we'll see if we can put the details in that one in red. And I'm just trying to fit it in that box. There we are. That away. And we've got destination. Will that fit in there? Yep. And then we'll do that in blue. Destination, and I think we'll put destination in red up here because now I know it fits in that box. And this one's location. That'll go in that one. And put that one up there with the number. And what else can we use? I think we're going to use a scribbly number. Got to have a scribbly number. I need a word as well. I need a word. What can we have? The plan. And I think we'll have that in that way, and we'll have it in blue. And I'll have destination on that one as well in blue. We'll have to put that one underneath. Here we are. So we'll put that over there, and I will put these okay, and I'm going to do that in red in the scribbly numbers. Cool. And we'll have I think that's enough of those scribbly numbers. So I'm going to have that on there in blue, I think. Yeah. Underneath destination. And that's enough for that scribbly number. Want a big, thick, chunky number now. And it's going to go in red. And it's in that will do. I think we'll put it on here as well. There we are. And we'll not have that one, we'll have a different big chunky number. I think this one. We'll have it in blue. There we are. Put the ticket on there, and I'm going to see where it fits in. There. So this is hickory smoke. Actually, I'm going to go with the archival. Here we are. And we'll take that off. I'm going to have, I'm going to put that red back, and I will go with one of these, and it's the Bordeaux. So this is going to go here. That. Again, I'm going to go with the hickory smoke. I've not wiped it, but that's fine. And we'll stamp that. Take that out, leave that on there. We'll go with the department number, and again we'll go with Bordeaux. It's slightly darker. Quite like that. And do we want the hickory smoke? try and stamp it with the stamp pad, not the lid, you silly Billy. Yeah. I think we'll have to tick it on this. That's if we can fit it on, and I will do it in red in the Bordeaux. Aha, it's not going to fit on, but I'm going to make it fit over these two, like that, because it doesn't matter. I'm just going to ink round. I'm not being too careful. If it goes on the ticket, it goes on the ticket, that's fine. Really overshot that one there. Right, so you might be happy with them to put in your journals, and that's fine. However, what I want to do is I want to make them a little bit used and worn. So what I'm doing is I'm just like that. There we are. And that one can be with card, if you just bend it a little bit, not crease it, you find that it veins out a bit. You know, if you use it on the crease board, you get a perfect crease. That one's been folded right in half. And if you know, just can get some good creases there. Okay, so we'll leave 2. Perfect. And we've got 4 that have been creased, they've been used. And then we'll put some string on there. The grey baker's twine I'm using. Could use red, but I'm not. And there we are. So I hope you get something from that. It's quite easy. If you don't have stamps like that, you can quite easily, let me get a little ruler, a black pen, or even a red pen. I've got a red pen somewhere. I will do some in red as well. That's if my red pen's working. Let me see. Oh yes, yes. Okay. I would advise you to use sort of like a board behind to get your lines right. I'm just doing this just to give you an idea of what you can do. So I'm taking that down to 10, and I'm matching the lines up on the ruler with the lines that I've already drawn. Again, take it to 10. And then we'll use the red. And I'm going to turn it that way so that I can taking that down there. So what I've done is I've matched that line along there. And right, so I'm going to use that line there along the bottom of my ruler to do that line, and then that line there to do that, and there we are. And then if you wanted, you could do a thin red line in the middle. Well, it's not quite in the middle, but never mind. Yeah, I'll go with it. No, I won't. I'll go with the Bordeaux because we're using red. Oops. So who needs therapy when you have rubber stamping? Okay. Got this one again. This one's Hickory Smoke. I'll put that there. It's upside down, but I don't care. I want a little number. Well, it's not going to be such a little number. It's quite a big number. Stars. Okay. And there's Faded Jeans. There. And there we are. So we'll leave that at that. So it's just to show you, you don't need stamps. You know, you can use your stamping block for stamping on, and that way you can gauge where your lines are, and I would have been able to get that in the middle if I'd used my stamping block, especially when they've got lines on. So there we are. So they're just as good as, might look slightly different because it's on cream card, but I'll use that in one of my journals, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.